What's going on, everybody? This is Mike Bennett and Mike Baker coming at you with another episode of the Weekly Tech Wrap Up. Feeling excited to bring you all some more criticism on what's going on in the IT industry. We got three heavy hitting topics we want to cover today, three articles we peruse the internet for, we think you all definitely benefit from. The first one we're going to be tackling is Tesla's Cybertruck gets 200,000 orders to reveal new technology next year. It's the first one. The next one we're going to be covering, cases of sexual violence committed via technology almost triples via Aware. The last one we're going to be covering is new table gaming technology PlayOn creates controversy. Ooh. Yeah. So, yeah, man, we actually was talking about the first one a little bit, man, as far as the Cybertruck stuff. So this is the thing. I think it was last week we covered what's going on and with the whole Cybertruck. We covered the specs and how it looks and everything like that.
I think I jumped in there and just brought it up because I was interested in it.
Yeah, and I gotta say that I was having some mixed reviews about it because I'm like, the way just in and of itself, man, Tesla's level of technology when it comes to the automobile industry is just, it's like setting the bar for what an automobile should be. You know what I mean? As far as the energy source and all that. But then too, I'm thinking like, this is a really for the level of technology. Like, I don't think this is a common man's car. You know what I mean? A common man's dealership they'll be willing to deal with. So, but what I found ironic about this is it says that 200,000 orders was they already have 200,000 orders coming into the following year. So I was looking at some of the article and I see that what's kind of I get janky about it too is that they said it only required like $100 deposit, which I don't know, man. It's I don't know what to say about that. But what I will say,
you don't think this is for the average man, yo? You don't think it's good enough for the average Joe, yo?
I think that's bait, man. So $100 again, yeah, bro. Like, I don't know. I think the average man doesn't know how to handle a Tesla. You know what I mean? I think they stick with your Fords or your Toyotas, for your long-lasting cars. But to be all up within the new age of automobile, I think certain people just a lot of people, coming from where we're from, I don't think they've caught the wave, of what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody has caught the wave yet. I think they still in the clowning phase because it still looks like something that people ain't used to. And I think personally, I want one. They can't, everybody that know me basically probably know that fact. Like, I probably always wanted something like this before I ever knew that you can even make something.
It existed.
I mean, it's just the idea because it's completely different from what everything has been so far. And we were talking earlier about the price point, how to even for one, it does look, it's a crazy design. So it's it doesn't seem like it's one of those things that should be priced, period. Some people say it shouldn't even be made, but I think it should be. But for Tesla to put it at a price point that's basically a standard price point for cars in that class, for trucks in that class, I figure the reason that they were able to do that is because part of it is that they didn't probably put much into standard, the standard industry's cost of design, what people pay. They pay designers and machine design people to actually create those cars, to architect them, to mold them out, to say what they're going to look like, the shapes and the curves and all of that stuff. They pay people a lot of money to do that. And I feel like they probably, I'm not saying that they paid somebody less money, but they probably paid somebody that wasn't getting his credibility on being an artist because he doesn't come up with normal concepts.
Right.
And he came up with something different that people just was able to hop onto. They hopped onto, particularly because of the way that it's built, because they not like you said, the design of the car, based on the article, you can read that, they're using this cold roll steel. So that's kind of part of the reason why it's designed the way it is, because it's kind of kind of rigid.
Yeah.
But also that cold roll still what they mean when they say cold roll mean is like the way that they molded it while without like overheating it to turn it into like those curved shapes. They really sort of kept it as like
As is.
yeah, as the steel is definitely as hard as it can be.
And they say it serves a purpose more than it looks fly. And I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
depending on
yeah,
your taste. I mean, some people would say it looks fly. I mean, it looks to me. I say it looks different. You know, what I mean, I can't really say. I feel like so. This is what I. You know, when I see one in real life, even if I have some mixed feelings about it, like just the feeling of like, yo, that's the Tesla truck. Like
yeah.
riding down the street,
No
you're
matter
gonna
what, you're
feel
gonna
that.
look at it.
You go like, oh,
Even if you don't know what it is, you're gonna look at it. You're gonna be like, yo,
what's
what is
that?
that? What's
Yeah.
about to happen over there? What are they
What?
doing?
Where
Like,
they from?
because the truck, I mean, the truck itself, the design of the truck is crazy, but then the wheels are crazy too. Like the wheels aren't normal wheels. Those wheels are meant to go around things, and like it looked like it can roll you over and just keep going. Like if you got a
Yeah.
regular car, it'll roll right over you just by the way that it look. And it's intimidating by design, but it still has some form, some cuts in areas where it seemed like it still can have like a sleek style to it, but
Mm.
it's like it's new. Yeah, I mean it's different than what's been traditionally done before because polygons and stuff. It looked like like the first 3D game back in PlayStation 1 era.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's only like got 12 polygons in the whole thing. Yeah, I
It's
mean, like the
acquired taste, man.
I mean, it's an octagon in shape for real. Like it's because it's got the flat top sides,
But
curves
yeah,
on it. I mean, it's real stiff and rigid. But when you get in there, I think it's different for people. And like 200,000 is a good start for people to be like, oh, let's put this out there because they only really need a couple people to actually start getting the thing manufactured.
right.
I mean, to get the people to want to invest in it so that they can get the thing made up and get it in people's hands for real and see do they really miss the stuff that they had in other trucks. I mean,
Yeah,
because really,
I like
because
yeah. Mm.
like they got to see if they have this truck, are they missing out? Yeah, I mean, are they missing out on like knobs
Yeah,
for your radio or
yeah.
whatever, all the crazy stuff,
That
like because
American Muscle Dodge, what they call it, Dodge Ram.
yeah,
They were there 40. Yeah, yeah.
like the grill is a thing for people. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's been a thing traditionally for truck owners. Like can you I mean you can haul things on it the way that they design it to do everything that a truck is doing when it comes to work. Yeah, I mean, like when it
yeah.
comes to like workload, it does everything that a truck is designed to
For
do. But
sure.
on the interior, it's kind of designed for like you can't really say like they show the like show like the car seats and whatnot. Like if you look at videos, they show the car seats and them joints are
Mm.
like bucket kind of seats. They don't really look like luxury, comfortable seats for
Man,
most
it looks
people.
like they're. This is a. It looks like a pre 2200 type of car. That's what
Yeah.
it looks like. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I
yeah. I
mean?
mean,
Yeah.
that's the first year of I mean, technically we in the 21st century now. I mean, so we this is like the first initiative toward that. And like how they had the I mean, anybody that looks at this and thinks crazy about it, they never heard of like how airplanes were made. And like when they look back at airplanes back in 19 something and saw how rugged and crazy those were compared to what we have
Yeah.
now,
Now, yeah.
it's a consistent process. I mean, like, yes, it's still a car, but this isn't a car of the 20th century. Yeah, I mean, it's a car
Mm.
of the 21st and it's designed with everything that's 21st century about it. And a lot of people aren't ready for that because I mean, a lot of people aren't ready for general
And
tech
that's
that we
true if you
have
think
now.
about it, because that's facts right there. Because this is like we gotta remember. So like you brought a valid point, like back in the day with the whole like airplanes when they first kind of like came out. Probably only fit one or two people in there. Now we got
Yeah,
whole bars and stripper poles and private
yeah,
jets. You feel what I'm
exactly,
saying? Where
exactly.
it's like, so
You
you
can
look at
live
this
in
now,
there.
right? Right. So you look at the trucks now, like we're like in the early 21st century. You see what I'm saying? So you think
Hmm.
down the line, like 2095 or something like that. Like this probably be like, like yeah, this is it'll be some stuff that you'll see in a museum. Like, oh yeah, I remember this was the prototype that like kind of got us to where we at. So it's yeah, you
Or
it's
or it could completely flop, man, and become the DeLorean of all the trucks out there. Yeah, man. And it become that truck that everybody just remember from 2020. It'd be 2040. You'd be like, yo, remember that 2020 Cybertruck? Yeah, that was
Right.
crazy, yo.
Oh yeah,
My
like
man
can't believe
still
they
got
shot
one. My man still got
that.
one. I mean, they show up in the next Back to the Future movie because they make a remake in like
Right.
2025. Yeah, I mean, like they do all the crazy. That's how that should be. I mean, like it could go one or two ways. It could change the world, or it can become a relic of the past. Yeah, I mean, but
Well,
it's a good attempt to actually, you know, what his intent really is. So like Elon Musk, his whole ideology is just like shaking up industries. So yeah, I
yeah,
mean, like more than anything, he just really wants the truck industry to take themselves seriously when it comes to trying to do a new way of thinking about cars and electric motors, essentially using battery powered motors in comparison to the rugged gas feel, like some of the things that we gotta let go about what we love about the trucks, the ruggedness of it. Like, can you still get rugged in this in
yeah.
this Cybertruck? And like part of it is you can, 'cause they got like they be showing people they be showing like the trailers that you can haul on the back of the Cybertruck and all this
Oh
stuff.
wow.
And like they got campers that they're plotting on coming out with. Nothing nothing official yet, because they don't even have a truck out yet. But um, they got these like whole camper design things where you could pop the tent on the back of the truck and like basically live in that truck on that back
Yeah.
section, because it's like a 6 foot section. So you can put like a little bit mini
Saying,
bed and all that stuff. They
little
got
mini,
plans for the thing. They
yeah.
selling they got good sales ideas. Yeah, I mean they got enough to at least get 200,000 people to drop at least $100
a
on it.
hundred, $100, 100 bones on it. Like when I was looking at it, man, is that because what I feel, I don't know how to necessarily feel about it, but for the level of technology that the Tesla has and what they're putting into this, man, for it to be priced at $40,000 starting off is kind of like, that's still in the regular price range of what
Yeah,
you would traditionally get, with a what we would call a antique, going moving towards antique type of truck. You know what I mean?
because
So
what I think, like, they didn't do the same thing that they all the companies try to do. Like, they all try to get the best car designer, and they try to get the one to compete against the other car's design, but has a similar style, but it shows a little different accent here, an accent there. Like, it's like they got an engineer designer instead of a designer. They
you know
said,
what
all
I'm
right,
saying?
screw all of
Yeah.
this. We gonna get like what's functional about this?
Man,
Let's make
it's
this.
all
What's the
functional.
coolest car that you remember? You're like, yo, I used to drive this thing in Halo, and I want a car
I
like that.
want to get a warhog, man.
Yeah, I want a Warhog. I mean, because that's what it basically looked like. Like, you can't deny that it looked like that. But like they went with that route, and like it still appeals. I mean, it looks like something that would be in a James Bond film or in a whole bunch of movies somewhere in the next couple years. I mean,
Mm,
it has moments that shine. It's completely different from what we used to, and that's the idea of breaking that status quo, man. Like, I mean, part of breaking status quo is that you gotta interrupt people's beliefs and ideas and
yeah,
ideologies, and
yeah,
people don't like that shit. I mean, some people do, but majority of people are stuck in their ways for a reason, and it's like a form of survival for them. So when you
true,
start
true.
disrupting that, you want to immediately have problems. But if you do it for the better, it's like dragging a baby along when they don't want to listen. I mean, like,
Yeah,
you doing stuff for
I
their better
follow.
good, and they
They don't
going
know when
they
they get there.
yeah, they'll know when they get there. Yeah, I mean, in a couple years they're gonna see these things down the road, and they'll know whether this is actually a good investment or not, and whether this is something that you'll see Ford and GM, all of them doing it.
Or they try to hop on the bandwagon.
When the money start getting out of their pockets, they're gonna be like, yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, look at our box truck.
Right.
I mean, shit.
Like the
I
box
mean,
ram, Dodge box ram.
yeah, it just be completely square, 90-degree angles on everything. I mean, like, it's just a bunch of rectangles looking like a fucking Minecraft or some shit.
That's
Like that's how they gonna go. That's how it always
it's
goes. I mean,
always competing, right? Yeah.
right now he's in the place of Apple, so like that's what it is.
That's a good point, right there. I didn't even think of it like that. Yeah, makes sense. So let's we can move on to the next article, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
This actually is a little bit find interesting for some reason. This is tech-enabled sexual violence cases almost triple since 2016, says Aware. This is from Singapore. So like, I don't know, man. It just with the advent of with all of the social media and the different dating websites and stuff like that, and how much our lives are dependent on technology now. We've become dependent on it. They call this up
Mhm.
in the generations being born right now. They call it the glass generation because they're only going to be, they are
Just
so
use the
much more in
glass.
touch with tech. Yeah, they only want so
Yeah.
much, but they're so much more in touch with technology than like even we are. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But it's just like I feel that oddly, this is kind of like the natural progression of you know when you give people these things, and it's like that they have malicious thoughts and ideas that they want to you know carry out. I mean, it's only with a matter of time. So it's like when you say triple, I mean, look at all the things we got there. We got Tinder, Grinder. I think if you're gay, or if you're part of LGBTQ, all that
Yeah,
alphabet
yeah, yeah, yeah,
community.
yeah.
They got all these other things.
Alphabet
So it's
community,
kind of
yeah.
like these things like kind of of course they was created some time ago, but they just now starting to like becoming more mainstream and more part of our culture. And then you have different people
Yeah,
in
just
the music
openly
industry,
accept
like
it.
yeah, it's just yeah. So I feel that there are ways that they probably could fail safes they can put in place to keep things like this from happening. But then it's like people want to be people, and this is weirdly and unfortunately, this is just the nature of some people. I mean,
Yeah,
just people
yeah,
get to
like
act out on their weird
this
desires more. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. This article is Singapore, but like, you know, I don't want to say I'm not talking bad about Asians or anything, but dealing with like upskirt photos and like weird like there's a lot of what they call voyeurism with
Mm.
like Asian like porn culture. I mean, and like part of that is like being away from something but watching it, and like in particular with their case, like they're talking about how they do those like upskirt photos and putting that stuff online, and like putting like in like revenge in America. One of our biggest deals is revenge porn, and like having people that put like photos of other people getting sexually assaulted or something like that online, or sending out dick pics. Women hate the whole dick pic
Yeah,
thing.
the
Like
whole
that's
dick pic. Yeah.
like if she didn't ask one, you ain't supposed to be sending them out,
They're
bro.
not supposed to be
Like
soliciting
man,
dick
like
pics, man.
yeah, like that's what they be considering like sexual like sexual violence online, like technical sexual violence. I mean, like sending out unwarranted photos, or particularly like I said earlier, doing revenge porn where like you might like a woman, and a lot of this is dealing with women in particular. Like a woman might have
Yeah.
had a
I
video of
will say
herself.
that.
Yeah, I mean a lot of this is like a lot of the victims in some cases will be women. Yeah, I mean, so like
Yeah, hands down. Yeah. It's
yeah, like
default, yeah.
so like they might have a video of themselves, doing something like, we all got videos here and there somewhere. I ain't gonna say we all. Don't be looking for no videos of me. Um, if y'all
Oh,
see this
don't put me
video.
out
Yeah,
there,
I mean,
G.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, but like,
Oh,
I mean, people have videos out there of themselves doing things, and like, it's cool when it's all in private, but then when they put it out there, it's a form of abuse, it's a form of assault in a way because it messes with their life, and you're doing it in a way to mess with their life. I mean, like
mhm.
you put it out on the public internet to mess with their families and mess with their friends, and you
Or their
know
fan base.
or their fan base. Yeah, I mean, all the celebrities that had their like
Oh
sex
my
tapes
goodness.
exposed and stuff like that. Some
I
some
was
people
just
were
looking
helped, some
at.
people were hurt, but
I'm not
like
gonna say. I wasn't looking at that. No, okay. Keep going.
I mean, I mean, but like one of that's I mean, it's whether it's uh approved or not, like whether she wanted that to happen or not. Like that's really the thing. Is like when it comes to that level of exposure and privacy, you got to be considerate of that person, and particularly these women. Like they don't want to be exposed in these ways, but so doing it is a form of assault. And what they're attempting to do with these different technologies, or what they're trying to do, is find the way to subvert these with different technologies. Some people Facebook has a program where they don't promote it at all, but they have a program where if you have the potential of having uh a image of yourself uploaded, what you do is to
Oh,
upload your photos of yourself. You give it to Facebook anyway, and it's like you give it to the employee
what?
so that
Lord.
so you because you got to put it in their system. So in case they find that video, they can have the AI remove it from Facebook.
That
So
sound
like
like it's so like. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, I
Nah,
mean,
I
so
guess.
like, I mean, that's I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's how weird it is. Like, that's how it works. So like, if that was your video or something like that, you could flag a video if you saw it and it was you, try to get it removed and all of that. But the ideal way is that they want you to go through this. I mean, it's a URL on Facebook. I gotta look it up or something like that. But
No.
it's a URL you go to. Put the application in and say, yo, this video or this link might have images of me that I don't want up there. And they were like, well, how can we verify this? Well, in order to verify, you got to put pictures of yourself up so that they can say, well, this is what I look like. So if you find pictures of me that look like
Oh,
this,
it's my joint. I mean,
I mean, take it
it's a
down.
little ashy. You know what I mean?
I
But
mean, yeah. I mean, like if you see this, everywhere else, make sure it's removed. And I mean, they use the same AI that they use for like face scanning and whatnot to tag people images, but they use it on other body parts and whatnot. But like,
booty scanning, man.
yeah, booty
Oh
scanning basically. But like,
no.
that's like what they're attempting to do. They're trying to find ways to subvert this, and ultimately, what they basically are saying that it is a societal thing, and like, it's only so much that you can get a technology to do. I
Right.
mean, like you gotta get these people right.
So you had to get
Like
the employer yeah, two things.
you gotta
First
get
off, man, I
you gotta
want to
get the
know.
ideologies right. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you gotta take severe action against them in real life because it's more than technology can handle in some cases. Some things technology really isn't meant for. And like
Well,
one of
I don't
these
want to
things
get into the victim blaming so much, but I mean, you gotta think, bro. So like, how does this like? So you brought up a valid point. I have so many questions. First off, we had talked about it offline, but I want to know how do you know about this technology? Okay, I want to know.
well,
We don't have to talk about it right here.
right,
But,
no, no. I mean, I know
but,
about. I mean, I just read the news. I mean, I ain't got no. Well, I don't think I got any videos of me. I know I ain't gonna go into all that, but
everybody did a video. It's all good. We know.
somewhere, yeah. I
It's
mean,
2000, about 2020, man. You got look, somebody
I'm
did something.
it's a large internet out there. Yeah, I mean,
But then
but
too, I
like,
want to know like with this whole, so how does that even like so say for instance, I'm gonna put myself in the shoes. Like, you know what I mean? I sent say for instance, hypothetically, I sent someone, a picture of my genitalia, right? Let's say it's hypothetical, right? It's not like it's ever happened before. So like, and I don't want it to, go out there. So then I have to send them a picture of my John and say, look, if you see this out there, this is me, catch it and get rid of it. Then, but how do I even know that the people at Facebook are not compromised?
right, and that's part of the issue is like, how do you know how you got to trust people at that point because
See,
there has to be a human intervention anyway. Because like once bots of when you flag something, they'll account for like how many people start flagging it. So if they notice that a lot of people are starting to flag it within a certain amount of time, it's sort of raising an alert for them to actually take a look at it to see if this is something that needs to be dealt with immediately, and they'll remove it. But in the case of something like, how can I preemptively prevent this from happening? I mean, like, how can I prevent my picture getting up there before my picture get up there? And like the only way you can prevent it preemptively is by making sure that you take care of it preemptively. They got to be able to know what you look like beforehand so that if somebody even attempts to upload a video of you or a picture of you, we can immediately identify it.
so you gotta look. So if it's you working at Facebook, Mike, I'd be like, look, yo, you know what I mean? Shorty crazy. I thought it was going to go such and such, but now she's on some blowing my phone up. Look, she puts something out there, fam. This is what my joint look like. If you see it on the internet, Mike, then I need you to flag it. Get ban her and get rid of the photo.
Yeah, I can add another article up there. There's one that is talking about it. That talks about basically the process.
I
I
wouldn't
never
feel comfortable with that.
Yeah, I've never gone through the process. Yeah, I mean, but it's part of their community standards and compliance thing because it happens on an international level. I mean, it happens frequent. It's like I'm sure it's like maybe I could even give a number of 100,000 times a day that somebody of their 2 billion people that be on
Right.
Facebook.
2 billion, yeah.
I mean, somebody on a regular basis, people are uploading stuff that is just pornographic in general, but then the idea of it being pornographic and then being like a attempt to like hurt somebody's reputation. I mean, that's when it also becomes a secondary issue. I mean, a
Mm.
larger issue. It's like, all right, this is porn in one, but she's a porn star. That's whatever. We just gotta take it down. Versus like this is just an accountant at like this is an accountant at Microsoft, but we also got her. I mean, sex tape that her jealous boyfriend put up there because she cheated on him. I mean, like, damn, she cheated on whatever, but like, damn, did he
That's
have
none of
to?
our business, but
Yeah,
we
I
have to
mean,
make sure that we.
you uploaded the video of this. Yeah, I mean, like, we got to take this down. You basically like corrupted this woman's reputation and stuff. So like, it becomes a larger issue, and it's like they gotta do something. What can they really do? It's hard to say, but they gotta at least have a desk. Essentially, they gotta have a desk to say, "This is where you can come for your complaints." I mean, and that's basically what they're doing with that. And like I said, the Singapore thing is that's they have their own systems that they try to use, so they have to fight it in their own way. But it's a global issue. I mean, men and women are affected. Yeah, I mean, you seen what happened with Pastor with what was his name? Pastor whatever.
Oh
What was his
yeah.
name? Yeah, Pastor. I don't want to say Pastor Brown. What was his name, yo?
But look, yo, he looked up though. It wasn't like he ain't
But
know he was.
yeah, I mean, like that's
I
what I'm
mean, wait, I'm
saying.
sorry, I didn't watch it. I didn't.
And he did.
That's what I heard. I heard this.
Yeah, I mean, like, and that's what like where does he go to complain for that? Yeah, I mean, like, where do you go to actually get that taken down? He has to
Mm,
be able to go somewhere. I mean, because he's just a regular person that somebody threw that up, but because of his position, because he is a pastor, it blew up. I
mm.
mean, because it's a complete oxymoron of what he is. I mean, and it I don't can't say what it did for his reputation. He's more known now,
Yeah.
but I mean,
He
what is
gets
he
he,
known for?
you
Yeah, I
know,
mean, he probably got more people at the church on
right. You know what
Sunday,
I'm saying?
but
More people put money in the collection basket now,
is
man.
that what he wanted? Type thing.
Uh, oh, that's that last article, man. We're gonna jump into it, man. Um, New table gaming technology PlayOn creates controversy. So I already like to hear stuff like this because it always gets me when like first I'm a gamer at heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what it is. But then when I hear like something new coming on the scene, like kind of messing stuff up or like creating its own lane. You know what I mean? Dealing with taking a niche or taking like a piece of an audience and creating their own niche is something that I really enjoy because it keeps the gaming culture moving forward. Whether it be like
Are you a gambler?
um when I get rich, I'll probably be I'll be gambling
Like,
a whole lot more
do
than
you hit
a
you
certain.
hit the casinos?
So when I was up at live, I'm more of a slot machine guy. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
just because it's a lot easier. You got a lot of people that sharks at these tables, man. So
yeah,
I
indeed.
heard people's getting got. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I ain't trying to be. I feel like I need to get to a level where when I'm rich enough and I'm in that culture enough, I'll learn a lot more so I can, have calculated risk when I'm at these tables. But as of right now, like I just I
my
probably throw my
only
little $100 on something. That's it.
my only real good time gambling was when I was on a cruise. Yeah, I mean, I went on a cruise. It was like 2011. I went on a cruise and they had a casino. They had a casino on deck, like floor 3 or whatever. And that was my first like real introduction to even being in a casino. And that was like the only time I really enjoyed it because I was stuck on the cruise for one, and we were traveling. But like it was I was playing 21 and I'm good. I like to say I'm good at 21, but who ain't really
21.
good at 21? Like
Right.
21 is, it is what it
It's
is.
21.
I mean, I'm not about to hop on the fucking poker. I'm not about to play spades nowhere. I mean, 21, maybe roulette. Yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
but that's about really where it's at. Maybe the yeah, roulette. That's about it. I mean, but I did go to Horseshoe and check that out just what it is for the fanfare, but I'm not a big gambler, but I noticed that since these casinos have come in, like gambling in Baltimore, particularly, has become like a known issue as to like the concept of gambling addiction. I mean, and you know, I kind of don't get well how it's a thing because I haven't won anything. I never really
Right.
won
Yeah,
anything,
it
so I
one that
don't
yeah.
like I haven't had the hit yet. I mean, so I can't say I'm addicted to any of it. But like, if you
You
if
ain't
you
got
come
the
in,
high yet.
yeah, if you come in with like $200 and you leave out with 5 stacks, then I understand
Mm,
how that thing can become addictive because money in itself is addictive, or else we wouldn't none of us be working. I mean, it's a
for
system
sure.
that's built
That's all
around money.
factuals right
Yeah,
there.
I mean, like it's just built around money. So we all about to be addicted to some form. I mean, but like I never really got into it enough to really get in that. Like, casual gaming and stuff is cool, but like to actually do it for money because sake isn't. This play on, well, I ain't gonna say it isn't. It ain't win for me yet. I mean, I mean, not yet. Yeah, I mean, but this play on thing, what they're talking about with is like being a app that gamblers can use so that they don't have to leave the tables. Yeah, I mean,
Mm,
when they run out of chips, or if they winning or they running down and they run out of chips, they don't have to leave the table. They can actually get more chips brought to them, and they can keep going with that.
keep going with that.
Um,
Mm,
like and essentially using because there was another company that's associated, it's like a parent company or another company that's associated with PlayOn that came up with this like cashless pay system for gambling where you don't have to use cash to get your money. Um, you can just use your card, and they like limit it, saying like because of the whole gambling issue, what they trying to be able to do is limit it. Like gambling addiction is they want to be able to make it so that if you're using your card, you still hit certain limits so that if you do have an addiction and you start spending money, you at
start
least,
spending, you start spending your car note and your house and all that
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, like at least you won't spend that. Yeah, I mean, you'll spend your debt because they won't let you put credit cards in there. They'll let you only really put uh, your debit card in there, and your debit card has different limitations on how much you
Yeah.
can just take out at a time. And they're banking on the idea that
That $400 limit, man, every day.
yeah, 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 and they banking on that limit will keep gambling addicts from like spending too much. Like there's the controversy behind it is saying that like play on might make it too easy for addicted gamblers to keep gambling because they don't have to leave, they don't have to do nothing. They just press a couple buttons and then more money comes. But they were also saying the cross to that is that because the money is based on your debit account and based through this card system and through the bank, that the bank will limit you.
Yeah,
I
limit,
mean,
yeah.
it'll
Oh,
show.
he's making gambling purchases. All right, so stop that. He's no
Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah, yeah.
decline.
He got to
Yeah.
chill out. Yeah, I mean, he's done for the night. But like the idea ultimately is to keep people in the game. Yeah, I mean, they want to be able to keep them in there so that they're not spending time leaving the game because they ran out of chips or they got to put their chips in and go back to like get more money. But they can keep playing and somehow I don't know if I don't know if it's an app on their phone or if it's a device that they get while they're in the in the casino that they can just use for as money in the casino, like
Mm,
a in casino app, like an in casino phone, like a tablet or some shit. I mean, where that's where your
okay.
money is stored at. But like they're trying to find a way to be able to do that so you can essentially have your money wirelessly sent to you, so you can just keep your ass in the seat and keep gambling.
Keep it, yeah, keep
I
going.
mean, and what they were also saying, like something in the app design that was like if you start losing and they notice that you're losing because you will start seeing money come out of your account instead of you seeing wins because you can see your wins and you can see your losses, you can see the money
Mm,
you're making, the money that you're losing while you're in play. But what if you start losing, they start giving you like
alerts.
processes that you gotta go through, like you gotta press okay, yes, give me some
Oh yeah.
more, and then be like
Start showing
okay,
it. And I
yes,
guess
give me some
too,
more.
that could work because like that could yeah, because I guess when you're able to visually see like minus 2,000 versus plus 300,
Yeah,
you're probably
yeah,
gonna like you're gonna look at it like, all right, okay.
yeah, let me
But when you can't visualize it, when you just like
when
got
you
it in
just
your
working
hand and
with
you're
your
just
gut.
going,
You working
Yeah.
with your gut, baby? I got it, man. I gotta keep going. I mean, you start seeing them numbers, you like, yeah, man, let me wrap it up for the night.
You
Yeah, I
chill.
mean, for my wife, see what's going on. I
Mm,
mean, like that's how it should be though. Um, I think it's a good idea. It's something that they are talking about and trying to work out, which I think is a positive thing because one of the main things is that they're not just letting them come out with this with no regulation. They're actually considering gambling addicts. Yeah, I mean they're considering the people that do put their houses up and their mortgage up,
yeah.
and next thing you know,
Your
the
kids.
yeah, I mean, and like because they're not going to stop the casinos from yeah, I mean, just being able
Yeah.
to take it. Yeah, I mean, the casinos can take what they want. Yeah, I mean, if they
Yeah,
if
you
you put it
spend
up
whatever
on
you
there,
want. Yeah.
oh, you put your house up, yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I mean, but
You
like
got the deed. You got the deed with you.
yeah, I mean, they're not going to regulate the casino and say y'all can't be taking people houses, man. But like instead, they just limit the person that's spending the money and say you just can't spend that much here.
All right, all
Essentially,
right, all right,
well,
Dexter. That's enough for the night. Come on, you're
yeah,
locked
yeah,
out. You're going around the table asking people for. Come on,
yeah,
sit.
exactly. Then that's how that be. That's how that be. Now they at least they got because it's still gonna be a while before this thing even becomes a system. Like the casinos have to fully like support. I think Palms Casino is supporting it. They got a couple of people. Palms Casino, Red Rock Casino, Red Rock Resort. Anyway,
Mhm.
couple places are supporting the platform, but I mean, they all going to support that greenback. Yeah, I mean, so like until it becomes a system that's actually ec- economically viable for them, I mean, it's not going to really stop them from doing the same thing. They just be like, man, I don't need this tablet. This tablet keep hindering me, man.
Well,
Take these
yeah.
2 G's, man. I'm trying to get
Anyway,
some money.
yeah.
Trying to get
Where the
some money.
ATM at?
Yeah, I mean, they ain't even going. They going to just go to the bank early. Yeah, I mean, leave the bank 4 o'clock with like 10 stacks. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
I'm
what
going.
it's gonna be a fee if you have different debit cards. That's
I mean,
crazy.
that's just what happens. That's just how it be though.
But
That's society.
it is what it is, man. But yeah, man. I think we can wrap it up there, man. Yeah. Anything else you want to comment on, Mike, about that, or you?
Oh no, no, yeah, I'm good for those topics per se. I think I'll add that other piece about where you can find more information about trying if you happen to get your pictures put up on Facebook, how you can get them taken down. I'll put that up there for the people so that they can
Oh
find
god.
who to complain to. Like upload your photos over here to an
Uh,
employee of Facebook. I mean, they'll look at them and check them out for you.
yeah.
It's really just gonna be some dude in
Right.
some far off country that's doing moderation.
Yeah. You know,
Some Facebook group mod that decided to be doing this also.
English is his fourth language.
Yeah.
That's like, all right, man. That's it. If you like, that's all we got for y'all this week, man. If you all like what you hear, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about what we got going, some of the things we cover, the topics that we go over, and stuff like that, and even our commentary. I think we keep it true, we keep it real, and we just like I say, we just give honest criticism, and then we big up those who we feel like doing the right thing. So that's pretty much it for today, man. You can catch us on all of the pretty much wherever you Google, wherever you frequent, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify. You can catch us all on there. You can catch the video or the audio as far as the podcast, where pretty much wherever you go because we set up. So I mean that's it for today. It's the weekly tech wrap up, man. It's Mike Bennett and Mike Baker signing out. Stay tuned.
Peace.
Peace.
Appreciate